Okay, guys, well, coming up, is it okay to have expectations in your marriage? We're going to talk with our sex and marriage therapist, Leslie Gustafson. She weighs in and she joins us right up next. Right. Well, speaking of love, we hear the word expectations all the time. So what is an expectation when it comes to your marriage? And is it helpful or is it hurtful to have expectations? Our sex and marriage therapist, Leslie Gustafson, is here all with the good advice for us today. So help us out. How are expectations either helping or hurting people?
Expectations are critical to marriage if they're the right kind of expectations. And when I think of expectations, I usually think of the positive ones we come in with. The ones that are really about a combination of hope and self-respect, right? I'm hoping great things are going to happen for me. I think I, to some degree, deserve good things to happen to me, and I have wants and needs. Those are really, really healthy and helpful, particularly if both people are coming together with their expectations and they're doing it honestly with each other and working together around them.
Where do we get our expectations from? Are we getting it from our parents? Do we just show up with it?
We could
dragging
get
it from other relationships?
We could get it from our parents. We could get it from previous relationships. We can get it from knowing ourselves and discovering who we are and what we need and want. The kinds of expectations that are troubling are when we attach our hopes to entitlement, meaning we think they owe us. We demand you meet our expectations because that's damaging to your rapport and your relationship. The other kind that are troubling are the ones when you don't know them and they come out sideways when you're having discussions or you're in a fight.
Like what?
Like you don't own them, but all of a sudden it's like, well, you never and you should have. They never knew you had an expectation, and yet you thought they knew.
We failed without even knowing.
Yes.
Way to go, guys.
Oh, boy.
Who does that it seems like that would be like something I would do and not even realize I've done it, because it...
And probably the most negative expectation is really fear in disguise, and it's more presumptive, which means you think it's going to go bad, or you're worried it's going to go bad, or you can predict the future and you're going to get hurt, or somebody's going to blow it, and you're already ready for them to do that. It's kind of assumptive. And we do that to protect ourselves.
That's a horrible way to get after it.
It is.
It's not fair to the other person to think that he's already going to, or she's already going to screw it up.
But it's the way that we protect ourselves so we don't really have to enter in and we don't get hurt. But it's also damaging. But the best case scenario is being honest with each other, knowing yourself, and then talking about how you each meet them. And if there are differences, then you work that out. Best case, and the marriages that really thrive and end up having a dream marriage, are people who are super aligned. They've shared their expectations, they've joined together, they're working on them together, and they're even moving their expectations in a direction of more. Maybe more around purpose and what they want to do as a couple and be as a couple.
Well, and as an individual, how do you sort of touch base with yourself to go, what are my expectations, and are they even reasonable? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't minimize yourself. You just get real honest with yourself, and you say, you know what, I really want a guy who treats me with respect, adores me, cherishes me, and treats me the way that I think as a human being I should be treated. That's legit. And you don't say, well, I don't think I should deserve that, or he's not really out there. You're just honest about the truth of what you want and what you're after.
How deep into a relationship do you have to be before you bring up these expectations? Is it you know, can you get
are you 2 weeks in, or are you 2 years in?
You know, a couple of dates? Can you just tell? Like what do you do with that?
Dating outside of marriage, you're actually evaluating more than you're saying, well, this is my expectation, because you're probably going to like scare someone away with that. But you are evaluating alongside of what you're hoping for and what your expectations are, right? Can that person meet them? So it's a lot more covert when you're dating, but you're still sorting, and you need to be sorting. Because, you know, best case, you get into, you know, you choose well, and then your expectations are going to kind of line up pretty well.
Yeah.
Because you already know them.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Good advice.
Yeah, it does. Really good advice.
Good.
We always appreciate you being here. You can connect with Leslie. Check her out on her website. It's authenticandtrue.com. And you can also find her on Facebook as well as Twitter.
And you can rewatch this segment over there. They're taping it live. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, coming up.